From that time onwards, Jesus began to make it known to his disciples that he must go up to Jerusalem and there meet with much abuse from the chief priests, elders, and scribes, to be put to death and raised up on the third day. To die meant for Jesus to pass from this world to the Father. I have come forth from the Father, and have come into the world again. I leave the world and go to the Father. This is the content of the entire good news brought to us by the Lord, that we are involved in the death and resurrection of the Son of God. To be Christians means, quite simply, to live out the death and resurrection of Jesus. We are Christians in the measure that we wake up to the fact that we have a life because of his death, and that his consciousness has to govern all our actions.
To begin all over again in all humility. Once again, he wished to go and nurse the lepers as he did in those early days of his new life. He made up his mind to seclude himself in some remote place so that only the wall of the flesh would stand between him and God. Meanwhile, his illness grew worse, and his strength so failed him that he could hardly move himself. He asked Brother Elias to have him brought back to Assisi. It was God's will that he should pass to heaven from Assisi, where the knowledge of heavenly things was first given to him at St. Mary of the Potionkula. Francis, knowing that the time of his death had come, he called all his brothers to gather once more. He comforted them in their sorrow about his approaching death, convinced that the end was near. One of the brothers, whom Francis loved very much, addressed him with the following words.
Father, your sons are now without father. Remember your orphan sons whom you are now leaving. Forgive them all their faults.
The saint said to him,
I forgive you, my brothers, both present and in the future to come, inasmuch as I am possible I absolved you all from your sins. Carry this message to the brothers to come.
Full of fatherly affection, Francis began to talk to his brothers about God's love, about practicing patience and poverty, as he had once impressed upon them in the room. With the saying of clarity of mind, Francis foresaw the coming scandal by which many of his brothers would become unfaithful to the rule. Therefore, he wanted to leave them a reminder, admonition, and exhortation to leave the rule as a covenant that he had once made with the poor son of man. He wanted to give the Lord had said to him, simply and plainly, and Brother Angelo wrote it down. Grateful and respectful, the brothers listened to the wonderful deeds which the Lord had performed among them, and submissive to the prelates of the Holy Roman Church, and serve as a sign of his blessing and their covenant. Hereupon, Francis' soul rejoiced, and he said,
Sing to me the canticle of creatures, so my soul can be happy.
For
according to St. John, we read from that verse where it begins with, before the festival of the Passover.
It was before the festival of the Passover, and Jesus knew that the hour had come for him to pass from this world to the Father. He had always loved those who were his in this world, but now he showed how perfect his love was. They were at supper, and the devil had put it into the mind of Judas Iscariot, son of Simon, to betray him. He moved his outer garment, and taking a towel, wrapped it round his waist. He then poured water into a basin and began to wash